Clutch, and this is the first live that I have ever done. So I thought I would just hop on here and try it. YouTube has been wanting me to do it for years, never did. So I thought I'd just give it a try. I didn't put an announcement out or anything. I just decided to do it. So I thought we would do a fun project today, and we're gonna do a Halloween project with a Dollar Tree ornament. And if you do follow me on my YouTube channel, I have done a number of versions of this ornament. So we're gonna try it today. We're gonna try it together and we're gonna go live. So just be kind to me since this is my first live ever. Aloha, how are you? I'm pretty excited to be here. I'm just going to remove the little string here, and then I'm going to change the camera to point down. So excuse any mistakes I may make. I did not prepare for this at all. I thought spur of the moment I would jump on here and we would give it a try. Sorry for my hand right there. Okay, here we go. I have my table protected here, and I'm going to do a Halloween version of this ornament, and we're gonna go for a Dracula. So I have some ceramic coat just in purple, just a purple paint. I've already made a mess, look at that. And I'm gonna paint it. Well, what I really should do first, I guess, is kind of outline what I want to do. So I know that I want him to kind of have a pointy hairline. So this is just a guide for me. And I imagine he's going to look a little bit goofy, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. All right, there we go. The rest we can kind of just work with, right? So let me give him some angry eyebrows, some rough little eyeballs here. We kind of want a pointy nose. Okay, and then his smile here. Fangs. And I'm wondering, should I give him a goatee? That's the big question. All right, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the purple and I'm going to kind of just paint over all of it. Now, when you're painting on a thin board like this, oftentimes when you paint it, it might bow a little bit. So we'll see if that happens this time. But if that does happen, just paint the other side and it straightens right out again as it dries. But I am just going to get this purple everywhere. I'm not going to be especially neat about it. I just want to kind of make sure I get that hairline down. Sure hope this turns out. I'm letting all of my nervousness and fears kind of come out in this. Maybe if I do more lives, if you guys like it, you know, they'll just get better and better over time. And also, while we're on the subject, are there any ideas of what you would like to see me make online on like a live stream? Any projects that you'd like to see me make? Obviously, I do resin. I do lots of different things. So if you have ideas or suggestions, be sure to drop that down into the comments below. I do a lot of Dollar Tree projects, so if you enjoy that, you know, we can always do that too. All right, I'm coming to a close here on this purple, and I do like the color. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. I might do a second coat or just some spots where it didn't cover quite as well. All right, I'm gonna wash that out. I do like to use the same brush if I can, obviously depending on if there are larger spots or smaller areas that I need to cover. Hi, Michelle. Can you guys see everything okay, is my question. All right, I'm going to use black, and I'm just using whatever I have on hand. Like this is the ceramic coat. I've got some multi-surface folk art paint that I'll be using. You know, whatever you have on hand really doesn't matter. Now I'm kind of doing the hairline. Again, I did not prep for this at all, so what you see is what you get. What is your favorite Halloween character, by the way? Do you like witches? Do you like vampires? Do you like Frankenstein, just general monsters, zombies, just bats, anything? What do you like? So as I was saying before, I have used this ornament usually comes out at the Dollar Tree right around Christmas time. And I have used it mostly for Christmas. I'm trying to think what other things. I've done a gingerbread man version. I've done some resin versions, one with a snowman, lots of different ones. So if you want to find those, you can obviously find them on my channel. And if you like what you see, I would love it if you would subscribe. And again, any suggestions on what you would like to see in a live stream from me, I would love to get those comments as well. Oops. Sometimes you get a little bubble in your paint. That's okay. Just work with it. So what do you guys like crafting with the best? Are you guys big resin crafters, painters? Share a little bit about yourselves and where you're from. I'm down in Florida. I'm going to try to read the comments while I paint. So when you feel you'd like to share, feel free to throw it in there. I need a little more black paint. All right. There we go. Some nice black paint for Dracula. He may look a little less like Dracula and a little bit more from like the Count from Sesame Street. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how he turns out. But this is a really easy project and really inexpensive, so it's fun for you to do, but it's also fun to get the kids involved with it also. All right, I'm gonna need a thinner liner brush here for his nose. Let's start with some angry eyebrows. How about that? Let's do that. All right, there we go. Then we'll do his mouth. And you could do like these details with a paint pen if you would rather not paint it with a brush. Whatever you're more comfortable with, anything works. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna do his nose now. All right, we want a nice pointy nose because I feel like that's what Dracula would have. I guess it's whatever your perception of Dracula or any demon would be. That's what you want to do. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna go white on here. Maybe I'll just go, should I go red eyes or should I go red and white eyes? Feel free to comment. Let's see, Michelle says, I love Halloween. I'm cool with all characters for the most part. Whoops. I stay clear of demonic type stuff. Too real for me. Maryland, okay. Simple acrylic paint, but I'm a big fan of beading. Oh, beading is fun too. I love just about anything except like sewing. Sewing is one of the things that I've always wanted to do, but I just can't seem to make that happen. So we're gonna make some red eyes. And the funny thing is, like, my family comes, like, they're like serious sewers and knitters. It just seemed to skip me. All right, there we go. We got some red eyes here. All right, so we do need white for his fangs, obviously. So let's throw a little white out here. So who is decorated and ready for Halloween and who dresses up? I have not dressed up in a while, but I love Halloween. We just don't get any trick-or-treaters here, and so we don't dress up or do any of that stuff, which is too bad. Let's touch up here. Here we go. A couple other spots that might need a little bit of help with the purple that I didn't quite get. All right, there we go. All right, he's taking shape. I'm gonna just shake him around a little bit, dry him off. Could use a heat gun, but this is kind of easier. Now, how many of you have kids and do you do a lot of painting and crafts with your kids? Kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. Okay, let's touch that up, there we go. And now what I'm gonna do is let this dry for a minute. And I have these really cool glitter gel pens from Let's Resin. And I thought they might be fun to add some details to it. So I played with them a little bit. They sent them to me to try. Whoops. Didn't mean to drop that. So we're gonna try it. I played with them a little and they're really, really beautiful. So let's see here. I've done, here's my little sample. That's what I did, my little sample Dracula. And I colored that in with the pens, which reminds me, I think I'm gonna put a little goatee on his chin because we've got that pointy little area and I feel like we might as well make the most of it. So let's do that. You don't want it too perfect, right? Because you ever seen a goatee that was on there perfectly? I don't think so. So there we go. A little more natural. Okay, now I'm gonna take this black pen. I'm hoping this is dry enough. Hold on, let's shake it around a little bit more. Dry them off. Okay, and now I'm gonna use this pen just to kind of give it a glitter outline around his eyes. I'm gonna try not to get into the paint. but it adds like a cool little detail. Okay, let me lift it closer around there so it's a little bit of shimmer. And I'll do it around here too. And then I can always add more when like everything is dry. You can add a little bit of shimmer there also. There we go, little detail. And then let's see, maybe I'll try the silver around the teeth. There we go, we'll give it a little outline. That's fun. Okay. There we go, and then, let's see, I'm trying to see what these colors are. Oop. It's kind of purple, so that works. Maybe I'll put like some details in. Oh, here's black, that's what I was looking for. Just so there's a little bit of glitter going on. And I'll outline his hairline with this also, because then if there's any areas that I missed, you could do it with a Sharpie or something too, but I like the little glitter accent for this. It's kind of a fun addition. And I will just outline that and add a little glitter. Little unexpected shimmer. I'm trying to do this while the paint is wet, which is a little challenging, but that's okay. We got this. All right, here we go. So this is a fun project, but you can turn these ornaments into anything. Like you could do, I think a mummy would be super fun. I did a mummy Dollar Tree vase, which turned out really cute. I did that last year, so you can certainly find that. But would you be interested in seeing me do a mummy version of this ornament also? Because that would be very easy, very fun, certainly enough time before Halloween to get that project done. And we could do that in a live if you guys think you would enjoy that. All right, here we go. Okay, I just add a little shimmer to his eyebrows while we're at it. These are pretty dry. Okay. And his nose, just sort of outline right on it. And his mouth, we'll outline on that as well. And we'll outline his beard a little bit. We'll make it look a little bit more natural. There we go. Very cool. And there he is, he's all done. I will tie that string back on and then I can hang him as a fun little decoration. So let me know what you think. Thank you, Fransley. I appreciate that you like it and think that it's adorable. So again, let me know if you would like to see some more live streams and if you would like to see me make a mummy out of this same ornament style. And be sure to run out to Dollar Tree and get some of these ornaments because there's so many fun things that you can do with them for all the holidays. It's not just Halloween, whoops, not just Christmas because that's normally when they come out, but it's a fun little shape and you could do a lot of fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for joining me And again, let me know if you want to see more live streams and if you would like to see me do another Halloween character out of one of these ornaments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.